Welcome to the Educated Homeowner video series. This is Stephanie from Complete Mortgage Processing, here with another educational and empowering message for current homeowners. Today we'll talk about credit explanation letters. I'll share with you an easy formula for getting it just right. In recent years, many people have experienced circumstances that have resulted in a few bruises on their credit profile. As you start the process of recovery, it might be necessary to explain why your credit became derogatory. Rather than writing a mini book complete with the dismal details of your life, why not state the facts in a way that reveals what happens simply, eloquently, and responsibly? There's a 3-step formula to help you do it. Number 1, tell them what happened. Number 2, tell them why it happened. And number 3, tell them why it's unlikely that it will happen again. That's it. Quick and simple enough for you? Let me take it a little bit further. I'll give you an example of an unfortunate, drama-filled situation that's been pared down to reveal nothing more than what really matters to the underwriter. That's the person who'll make your credit decision. Here's the scenario. Beth moved across country to Wyoming to start a new life with her husband. The move depleted her savings, but she was secure in her job and confident that she could rebuild her savings in no time. But shortly after settling into her new home, Beth got a double dose of bad news. Her husband was cheating, and the company merger that she expected to place her in a new job caused her to be nudged out of that position that she was going to be transferred into. To make matters worse, Beth learned that her dad was terminally ill and her sister was addicted to drugs. Now Beth would have to take her sister's kids to keep them out of foster care and off the streets. To make a long, drama-filled story short, Beth ended up filing for divorce and returning home to help her dad and nephew relocate to her new home in Wyoming. In the process of working through all of these dilemmas, Beth fell behind on her bills. So, how can Beth truthfully communicate what happened and why she got temporarily behind on her bills? She could tell the intimate details of her heart-wrenching story and just hope that the underwriter is empathetic. Or she could keep it short and sweet. Because I already know the purpose of a credit explanation letter is to simply document the lender's effort to investigate your credit worthiness, I highly recommend keeping it sweet and simple. Here's a quick example of how Beth can shine a positive light on her formerly gloomy circumstances. The first point is covering what happened. And here's what she can say. In fall of 2009, I missed several payments on my revolving credit card accounts. If you happen to be providing an explanation of 2 accounts or less, you want to make sure you list the specific account names and delinquency dates, rather than the way Beth is doing here, saying all of her revolving credit accounts. And then point 2, tell them why it happened. Beth can simply say, during that time, I experienced the elimination of my full-time position at work and had several traumatic events in my life with my family. Then she can go on to point 3, tell them why it's unlikely to happen again. This is really the most important thing. They want you to acknowledge that you had some problems in the past and let them know why you feel that it's not going to happen again and why they can be comfortable enough to believe you. And she can simply say, since that time, I've obtained a full-time position with a more stable employer, and my family's healed from the trauma we experienced, and I'm no longer having circumstances that impact my finances. So, in a quick, easy way, Beth said what happened, why it happened, and why it's unlikely to happen again. Easy enough? That's just a quick example. The most important point to remember is to find a positive way to say what's true for you. There's no need to add a dark cloud to an experience that you like to have a positive outcome for. That's it for this episode of The Educated Homeowner. If you haven't done so already, please visit our website at CompleteMortgageProcessing.com. There you'll find more helpful tips for homeowners and mortgage professionals. You can even download a PDF sample of Beth's full credit explanation letter. Join us again soon.